Welcome to At the Vanguard. We're TB Vanguard, and our motto is for fans by fans. We showcase fans on the front line of the Team Breezy movement. This podcast is an open forum to discuss current topics as they relate to Chris Brown and his fan base.
All right, everybody, welcome to At the Vanguard. Today is Monday, May 7th, 2018. Thank you for joining us. And we'll just go around and say our names. I'm Nikki.
Paula.
I'm Shade.
D.
And we've got a few fun things to talk about today, but we'll start with social commentary. Paul.
Okay. So I think the social commentary that we're going to talk about this time is the video that Childish Gambino dropped right after his performance on Saturday Night Live. And it was a surprise video with a lot of visuals. And I was just wondering if everybody got a chance to see it, and what's your thoughts on the video, and what's your takeaways from the video?
I did see the video. I actually was online yesterday morning. And, I think last night I saw a blog post about it, and I didn't pay attention to it, because I know he's an artist as well. And I was just like, oh, okay. But then I started to see clips being posted on Instagram by other celebrities. And I was like, oh, let me look. And I was like, oh, this looks interesting. And so I eventually, after seeing like 7 different clips, or even if it was just like the same clip, but 7 different posts about it, I turned my TV on because my sister didn't want to watch it on her phone. She was like, no, put the YouTube on the TV. And so we could see it in the big screen. And we watched it, and I just thought it was great because I knew from reading the article ahead of time what each thing was, as far as like the first shooting and then the choir, what each thing is representing. But there was so much more, that you missed out on if you were just focusing on him dancing, or him as the tool and distraction, and everything else. But I thought it was a brilliant video. And very much needed. And I'm glad he did it. And the song, the beat is really good, too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's something I'm definitely going to hear on the radio. So.
And I think a lot of the symbolism, there was some argument about, what everything means. But the thing about music and art in general is you can take what you want from it. I saw things about death and about oppression and all that, and I saw that Woody said, "I watched this 50 times and I don't see anything about death." I'm like, what? Okay. So everybody take what they can from it, but it certainly said a lot about America. And very telling, I think.
Mm-hmm.
About the violence, about injustice. I thought it was summed up really well without anything really being said, without a lot spoken. It was very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Shay?
I didn't see the video. I only saw like a small glance of it on social media. But from you guys' feedback, I'm definitely going to check it out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
make
you
sure you do
definitely
too.
should.
I liked it because it was a total surprise. First of all, we didn't know he was going to drop a surprise. And he was the host of Saturday Night Live, and he was also the musical guest. And then he drops the video. And, I thought the title of it, This Is America, and the violence, the music, the dancing, it did definitely typify America and I'd say the black influence. But I was just blown away at how, to me, it was like a seamless video. And I was wondering, did he do that in one take, or did he do that in 2 takes or something? Because it was so fluid, throughout. But, yeah, there's definitely a lot of violence going on. And I don't know why, but when he was, like, doing that little step, he would run it, and his hair was, like, uneven at the top. I don't know why it reminded me of James Brown for some reason. And that's what I thought. You know what I mean? It was just, I thought it was well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. it was interesting too, because to read people's comments, like you could tell who got it and who didn't, and what someone was saying, how, oh, there's going to be an issue because, he shot the choir. And then the other person was like, yeah, well, that represents, the Charleston shooting and blah, 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 blah. And so there, everybody's going back and forth of what each, thing meant, and the part where he's dancing and he's talking about, I'm so pretty, and then he says, that'll sell it, I'm a tool, and it was just interesting because he's saying how this is used as a distraction from real issues, but then you had other people who were into the distraction and were talking about how, why does he look like that, and why is he dancing like that, or he should be dancing like that. It's like you're totally doing exactly
you're missing the point.
Said, and you're missing all the ruckus and chaos behind him. And someone even pointed out that I didn't even notice that there was a horse that was killed in the video, and I was like, there was a horse. It was a horse. It was a white horse.
Right.
Because there's so much going on, and every time he dances, he's smiling, right? Like, smiling, and then he, grabs the gun and blah, blah, blah. So you don't.
Yes, the smiling, oblivious to everything that's going on. It's like he's smiling, completely oblivious to what he does or to what anybody else does. That's another interesting thing.
Yeah, and then like when he came through the door, it's the choir singing, and he comes through the door, and again he's smiling, and you just like, hey, and then looks, this is America. His face is like stone,
right?
Or like serious. It's like, yeah. And then the end when he's being chased down the street or down the hall or whatever. So I was like, this is really good and needed, especially after some of the other distractions from the previous week. So good job, Daniel.
Of distractions, one thing just about the skit that was on Saturday Night Live. Did you see that? Did anybody see that?
I saw the therapy. The Migos go therapy.
The one where they were doing a parody of the
Quiet
movie,
Place.
The Quiet Place.
Yes, I actually saw that movie too. Yes,
and
that was really good.
Yeah, because it was like, yeah, they're so distracted by Kanye, and things that he did, that they ignored the big monster. It was like, okay, yeah, you're ignoring the monster. And I think it's similar to what he did in the video, where it's just sort of, okay, yeah, this is something big being ignored because of something else going on over here.
And it was so funny because it does. My sister was actually watching that skit, and I was like, what is this supposed to be? She was like, I don't know. And I looked and said, you know what? I think they're mocking A Quiet Place. And so which helped her because she didn't see that movie. I saw it with a friend last Friday, actually. And so it made sense to me, everything that they were doing. But It was just interesting how that curiosity and wanting to know, curiosity kills the cat, and get you in so much trouble because that one, the girl, the woman, the only girl who was in the skit, she's like, I have to know if he said booty, whatever that line was. She was willing to be eaten, just to know what that line was.
But they were talking about also being distracted and ignoring the big picture. They were talking about that too. So it was beyond the surface thing. So it was interesting. It was really interesting. Yeah. But it was funny. It was funny, and that's when you parody's good, when you make a point and make everybody laugh too. So that was good.
Yeah. Birthdays, or
I think his birthday celebration was great. Everybody was totally on it. Everybody posted all day about them. Lots of great videos and edits, and ours was real simple because I was going to happy birthday to him, but we still got some other stuff out there for him, And we love the little thing from Royalty that Joyce shared. I'm glad Joyce did that.
Two videos.
Yeah. She came back and did the happy birthday, singing happy birthday to him.
Mm-hmm. He always
What did everybody think was the best surprise, though? Let's go around and ask everybody what was the highlight that they saw about Chris's birthday.
I had two. Well, I know there was two for me. One came later on in the night, and the other one was early in the morning. I saw it Sunday morning, and I watched it like 1,000 times. So the first one I saw was the FaceTime from Trey.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I sent that to you guys. I absolutely love, because they're both from Virginia, when the two of them get together. It's just their accents just get so thick, and it's just cute to me. So, and I like, when guys aren't afraid to show each other love. So just to see how they talk to each other. And I think after watching it about 3 times, from start to finish, I realized that Trey was actually flexing in the beginning, because I didn't notice that he was, flexing his right arm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are they talking about muscles? Because Trey flexes, and then you hear Chris say, "Oh, okay, all right."
He said, "I'm working out. I'm working out."
Yeah. And he was like, "Let me see your little muscle." And when he said, "Whoo, that boy's strong," it took me out. It took me out. I was like, they are so country. I love it.
They're so country. I love it. Love that country.
Right. and just to hear them tell each other, I love you, blah, 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 blah. Like, that is so genuine and cool. Because people try to put them against each other all the time. So it's genuine and love and appreciation back, to each other. Like, they really do talk to each other like they're brothers.
Right.
Yeah. So that was awesome to see. And then the other one I had was when Royalty was putting her face in the cake, but didn't expect her daddy to pick her up and put her face more in the cake. And so then when she lifted her face up, she just had just the biggest smile and was laughing, and that was so cute.
That was really cute.
Those were those two I enjoyed yesterday.
Well, I love Snoop Dogg's little tribute. That was hilarious. He said, "I got something going on." He was just, hey, I forget what he called him, like, little nephew. Little nephew. Happy birthday. I know you're going to get your groove on and dancing and acting. He was just so funny. He was comical.
He really is.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for that. Okay. I didn't realize he sent something.
Yeah. Were you surprised by anything, Dee?
I think, of course, anything Royalty does, just when she sang happy birthday, and then with the whole, had her face in the cake, I thought that was really cute. And it's good to see video with Chris and Royalty together, because you can see they have very similar personalities. Mm-hmm. But also, it was happy to see all the love that Chris got on Twitter and on Instagram by, like, Joelle, and the long dissertation that Joyner wrote about Chris. It was some surprising things, and all the love out there. And then you had, like, BET. I thought they had a nice little video highlight to Chris. I thought that was pretty cool, and we tweeted it and posted it too. What about you, Shay? What did you think?
There were 2 videos that I really loved. I don't know if you guys saw them, but when his team surprised him with a birthday cake on set, did you guys see those videos?
Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I didn't see those.
You know what? You don't even read our own post. We reposted it.
I saw something. I saw his hand in the cake, but I didn't see the video of him being presented with the cake. I saw our post about him with his hand in the cake and the 2-9 and stuff. So go ahead, Shay.
But the videos, they were just so cute. One of the videos, it was funny because you could tell that Chris had a lot of Hennessy in his system, and he was talking to a guy, and he had told the guy who he was talking to happy birthday.
Yeah, that was funny. I was like,
you didn't realize it was for him? That is classic.
Yeah. No, he just said, like, oh, hey, oh, no, I'm just saying whatever. He just tried to cover it up.
That's funny.
But those are the 2 highlights for me. Like, just seeing him so happy, it's good to see.
I'll tell you what else happened on was it VH1? I can't remember which channel. They showed for his birthday. They showed Takers, and the other one showed Stomp the Yard. So they took some of the channels. Yeah, they showed some of his movies, and a Shade Room even did a tribute. They did remember when he did the flip to
that song
March Madness
or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, never forget.
Yeah, they play that at least once a year.
Yeah.
Right?
He flipped on the beat. That was a big deal.
And there's a I don't know what you call it now. He's not on blogging anymore. He's on TV. Samara, have you ever seen that show? Every year, for Black History Month, the first day of Black History Month, Deez posts that video. It was like, this is a great moment of Black history. That's the first day of every Black History. He's so silly.
That's the tone, right?
He is so silly. Yeah.
It was a great moment.
It was a great moment.
Flip on beat, right? You couldn't have planned it better. Did you guys notice? What I noticed too is like the people commenting, and so I saw Seven's little birthday cake and hands or whatever it was. I don't remember if it was on his mother's comment or his mother's post or what have you, but sometimes certain people's comments just stand out, and I don't know if that's intentionally because Instagram knows you follow, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't how other people's comments, you'll see, and other ones you don't. So I was like, oh, that's not, that's nice, but I didn't see what Joelle sent, but it was nice to see some of everybody posting something, that you don't usually see, like, post stuff. Or maybe you miss it, but I kept scrolling and seeing. It was just on my, on my timeline. So it looks like he had a blast, even though he was working.
We were talking about the other movie he did where he's a dancer.
I never saw that movie. I
bought it and still didn't watch it because it's the Battle of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Oh my God, I can't like the beginning is probably
that's a good movie, Paula.
If I could get through to the
it's not like to be taken so seriously, but I thought it was a good dance movie and it had a nice simple storyline.
Right.
It was like a slow beginning.
Was it? I mean, when did he finally come in, though?
What was the point of it?
It was a dance. They used to have those breakdancing battles. One of those kind of movies. Yeah.
Okay.
It's sort of like breaking 2, that kind of movie.
Yeah, no, I get it. It was like a new twist on it too because he was overseas for this movie, right?
Yeah, it was worldwide. Yeah, it was a worldwide competition.
Okay.
I mean, isn't it like you watched it all the way through?
Yeah, I watched it.
Did he I'm trying to think, was it like the United States doesn't win anymore, so they were trying to get it back to the championship back to the United States or something? I don't know.
I think it was a thing where they never won, so they was trying to go overseas to compete to see if they could win for the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's our dance form. I mean, it comes from the United States, but I guess it just became more popular, and they started doing it better, I guess, around the world. I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to make myself watch it one time. Maybe
but that movie, it makes me a little mad though.
Why?
No, because they made him get injured in it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
They always do that to Chris.
They either killing him off or getting him injured. It's like, why can't y'all just let him prosper?
Prosper through one movie, please. Just
right.
He prospered through Takers up until the very end. Everybody died but homie.
Well, I mean, this Christmas he lived all the way through. That's a good one.
Yeah, well, that's it.
That's one of my favorite ones. That's the first time I ever saw him, so that's a special favorite for me. And it's a family movie too, so I love it.
Do you guys
Somebody
know if
did
we're
a-
getting the Sheepball movie? Oh, no, go ahead, D.
Shay?
No, go ahead, D. I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, I was just going to say that the movie, that movie that Chris was in, his dancers were the ones who funded that movie and put that movie together. You know, the what's their names? They're like not Filipino, they're islandish. What's their names, Paula? Chris's longtime dancers.
Yeah, the ones with the long hair.
Yeah. I forgot their name.
Like rockin' something or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they were the ones.
That's
their movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's their movie. They
didn't know that.
Ones who came up with the premise and funded it. So it was good to see them do something. You know, I don't know how much of a success it was, but when you see choreographers get a chance to do a movie, and they're Chris's choreographers who did Wall to Wall. Those two guys. I forgot their name. Yeah,
I can't think of their name. It's something and something. I can't think of the name of it.
I'm sorry, but I just want to bring that up real quick. What were we saying, Shay?
No, I wanted to ask you guys. Does anybody know if we're getting the Sheepball movie with Nick Cannon?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we are. I think they were just saying that some people were saying they didn't get paid, the extras didn't get paid, and some of the support people and food people didn't get paid. But yeah, I think we're still getting it. I think there was just some people who were disgruntled who tried to smear the making of the movie. But yeah, Nick Cannon even said that everybody got paid. So
okay, good.
Yeah, that's not even an option to not get paid. That's done through I can't remember how it's done, but it's like clockwork. Maybe they didn't get as much as they wanted or something, but they actually don't get a fortune. So get over yourself. Yeah, I hope we get that soon. I haven't heard anything more about it, but I'm sure it'll come eventually.
I hope so.
Hi, who just came in?
It's Jandy.
Hey, Jandy.
Hey.
We were just talking about.
Go ahead, Paul. Sorry.
No. I'm just saying we were just talking about all the little birthday surprises for Chris yesterday. We were saying the ones that we saw that we thought were really cute, like Royalty and seeing Snoop tribute to him, and some of the channels played his movies. Did you see anything that you thought was really cute that you really liked?
Oh, just those ones of Royalty.
Oh yeah, loved them.
Well, we were also asking about the Childish Gambino video. Did you get a chance to see that?
Which one?
Childish Gambino, and This Is America.
I saw clips of it. I didn't watch the whole entire video yet, but yeah, I saw a little clip of it.
What were your impressions of it? You didn't feel like you had saw enough of it?
Yeah, I really hadn't seen enough of it, so.
Okay. Yeah.
There's just the clips that were floating around on the timeline is all I've seen, so.
The other thing we really had to talk about was the music stuff, and we don't have Tammy here with some updates. But I do know that Freaky Friday is double platinum, and that comes from Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky tweeted that today, so it's double platinum.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I saw how somebody put into the DMs for the podcast that the new streaming calibrations that are going to be used and how paid services are going to weigh more on the streaming side than streaming from free services like YouTube. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I was kind of confused on what. But I think Tammy had gone in there and said something maybe about the ones that, if you were paying for the service, then those were going to count more or something. I think was like you just explained. But when I first saw it, I was like, wait, what? It was confusing.
The free will still count. It's just that you have to have more streams to count for a sale. Do you remember the number, the cutoff fee? I think it was like $3,500 for the free and $2,500 for the paid service.
No, right now it's $1,500 considers one sale of a song. I know Shay could correct me if I'm wrong, but they're raising it to $3,500 for free streaming services and $2,500 or $2,700. Shay, do you remember seeing that in the DM?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it might be. It's in the DMs. There was a chart that was posted that shows you the conversion numbers, and rightly so. I mean, if you've got a streaming service you're paying for, or you're buying the video, it should weigh more than just free streams, and all that goes into effect next month in June. That's good for Chris.
Yeah. So, like, if you have, like, because I know, like, with Spotify, if you're paying for the subscription, then your streams would count more than if somebody had just the free version of it and were streaming it. Or is it because, like, where Spotify, you can have a free account, Spotify streams are just going to count whatever the free account streams do?
Well, yeah, it's going to be sort of like
each person.
It pays on paid. Like, remember when we were doing the streaming for the album, and we were using paid services like Spotify and Tidal? Well, now that it's paid, it's going to count. There's less streams needed, and if you're using the free service, more streams are needed. So it gives the people who actually pay for the service more push, more clout. And Spotify has a huge group that pays, just like Tidal.
Yeah.
And so this means that all those streaming numbers are going to have a bigger impact for the artists.
Okay, so it's kind of going, I guess, by the individual account versus just the service overall itself. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
and then remember, too, we did that little comparison where it was from Nipsey Hussle, who said that if you have 1 million streams on YouTube, it only is like $6,000. If you have 1 million streams on Spotify and or Apple Music, it's like $11,000. But if you have 1 million streams on Tidal, it's worth like, what was it, like $14,000 or $17,000, something like that.
Yes.
So
yeah, they pay the most.
Yeah, so premium, like Tidal is one of the most expensive streaming services, but the artists get more money, and now those streams will count even more. Less streams will be needed. That's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Because that eliminates some of those bots that are doing the free stream and racking up those numbers like some of the artists get.
Right. That's right. The bots will not be able to prosper. Forgot about them. Yeah.
Hey, Jenny, you're from Tennessee, right? I got to ask you. Because I was telling Paula and Nikki this earlier today. and Shay, what state are you from?
Chicago.
Chicago? I was telling them I was hanging out with my friends, and she caught me off guard because we go over her house and she's doing a curtsy. And I was like, what the heck is this? Like, was that a dance? I don't think so. And she said she's practicing her curtsy moves because of the royal wedding and the etiquette and all this and all that. And I was like trying to figure out how to do the curtsies I do when I was like 8 years old in those little childhood plays. But yeah, I guess it's a whole group of people who are all excited about the royal wedding and they're practicing the etiquette and curtsying. I can't even say the word. And Paula and Nicky were talking about debutante balls and all this and all that. But yeah, you guys, I'm practicing curtsying with my friends, and first I was laughing, and the next thing you know, I'm trying to do a perfection of it too. But that's not funny.
Y'all don't have that out in California?
I think it's because of the royal wedding. Some people are really into it, and then like the royal family has all these. Well, England has all these traditions and the gloves and don't look this way and you have to curtsy or you have to bow or whatever. So she's into that fantasy, knight, shiny armor, and fairy tale wedding. So she's really looking forward to this wedding. Plus, as American, a black African American, is going to be part of the ceremony. So yeah, she dusted off her little, whatever that's called. I was like, okay, but I don't know about this kind of courtesy. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I'm saying I had done it since my debutante ball when I was at 17. That was a long, long time ago. I don't even know. I mean, I guess they still have them. I don't know.
Yeah, they still got them. Don't they have much your way? Jenny, don't they still have debutante balls and stuff like that out there? That's a Southern tradition, isn't it?
See, I'm from like a tiny, tiny little town. Actually, it's called the county that I'm from is Cobb County. They had like yeah, bunch of rednecks. They had like team board and stuff, which was kind of like that, but they didn't have. There's no debutantes in Cobb County.
What about you, Jay? Being out where you're from, don't they have debutante balls and all that stuff where they do the little...
Illinois?
I haven't seen any.
No,
Illinois is too city. That's too city.
Yeah.
And she's from Chicago. That's too city.
But they still have like out here. They've got this thing called Jack and Jill where they do all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, that still exists. They had that when I was a kid. They still have Jack and Jill.
Out here they do.
Oh my God.
Kind of had that upper echelon, I guess. I don't know. So I'm sorry for the sidebar, but it was just fascinating to me that we started doing that. It just caught me off guard with courtesy and all that.
They probably have. I need to look and see. They probably have that stuff like in Nashville, like the big cities like that. But no, not little tiny little Cobb County.
Oh, they definitely have them in Nashville. I know that. I know they do. Because I know somebody that was presented in Nashville.
Oh,
one of my sorors was presented there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brody said she was presented.
Did anybody see Joyner Lucas's video, I Don't Die, with Chris?
Oh my God, how did we forget about that?
Because you didn't see it.
How could we forget about I Don't Die? That all happened since we met last week. Yeah, that was an interesting video. An interesting concept. Like,
that one I totally didn't see.
Oh, you didn't see it? Okay. Yeah, that was I watched it a few times. I found it interesting. It's more like Joyner's videos normally are, where you really just like, this is something like it's not conceptual. It like tells a story because they we kill you niggas, but they just don't, they still keep coming. So yeah, that was quite an interesting video, and it's getting about 1 million a day, so it's getting a lot of views. So that's good.
I like how it had a surprise ending. It wasn't what I expected, And then I thought it was funny. Typical Chris trying to climb the fence. Well, no, the gate's right there. The door's right there. The gate.
Yeah, Joyner's looking at him like, what? What are you doing?
He always got to do the most.
Yeah,
do a little extra. But speaking of the video, though, what about all that new music, the remix to her song, Focus? That was a surprise. Huh?
I wanted to hear that, but that wasn't on Spotify, because I love that song. I've always loved that song, and I'm like, so I'm thinking I could go to Spotify, right, to add it to my, no, it wasn't there. So,
no, it's on Spotify now, though.
Yeah,
it's on iTunes,
too. On Spotify, like, just 2 or 3 days ago.
Maybe
2 days ago.
Okay, so I'll see if I can add it today. Thank you.
And I think it just hit SoundCloud today, last night, or early this morning. It just got put on SoundCloud.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That was a nice surprise, huh?
Absolutely.
And then that T Grizzle song, Grizzly, whatever his name is, that he has with him, that dropped this week too.
I didn't get a chance to listen to that though.
Me either.
It's all right. They said though on, I think it was Apple, like you have to put the asterisks and stuff in there. You can't spell "suck it off" all the way out because apparently something else comes up. I guess a video of something else.
So they have to put the asterisk in there?
Yeah. Somebody was saying that you have to spell it out like with that because if you don't and you spell the complete word, like something completely different came up.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I guess there's a movie on there or something.
That's what I was thinking that you were saying. So, okay.
Like, all right.
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I know you
Yeah.
I didn't know you left, Paula.
You see, all the love I get.
Off topic, but I didn't realize that the Met Ball was today.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so online,
yeah.
you know, all this stuff is being tweeted, and I must say, Chadwick came through.
Who?
Chadwick, Black Panther. Chad.
Oh,
He really came through with his outfit.
So he's on theme?
It's Catholicism, right?
It's
Well, I'm
religion.
assuming it is, but so far my favorite is of the guys is definitely him, and then of the girls I'm not quite sure yet. I feel like Zendaya wore what she has on in some kind of way at the gala a couple years back, but Jasmine Sanders looks lovely. She just like a gold silhouette. I was looking at her, I was like, why do I know who that is? I was like, well, I know who this is. Why is she so familiar? And then I was like, I already saw her, Rita. Why do I know who this is?
That's
And I was
too
like, oh my
funny.
God, I can't believe I didn't realize who this was. And she's got these beautiful red roses all throughout her hair. It's the back of it's beautiful. But yeah, so good for her. But they all took different approaches with it. But so far, I love those two. They could have walked together, actually. But it's interesting. Now, I didn't know the thing was Catholicism, so thank you, Dee. Now I realize why Liana had on what she had on. Interesting stuff.
She's been the talk of it, though. I just saw it on Twitter. She's like trending. So I haven't seen
she
it.
is.
I know.
Of course she's trending.
Let me see. I want to see what it looks like.
I love. See, this is so funny. I'm so glad I know what the theme is now because I was looking at Janelle Monáe and I was like, why does she look like a nun? But in a good way. Well,
Yeah.
In a good way, though.
Oh, okay. Yes, she is. They're very on theme. I'm looking at Rihanna's. Yeah, she is definitely on theme. Almost looks like a bishop.
But I feel like I need something to pop from her makeup. Yeah, so she has that.
Too
But
white. Everything's too white.
But there are certain times when Janelle Monáe, when she has more classic makeup, that she doesn't look like Dorothy Dandridge, but she sometimes the makeup sometimes it just gives me that old school vibe. But she's so pretty. But yeah, so she's got the you know how the nuns have that whatever that is that goes over their head, the part that fits like closely against the face.
Right.
Whatever you call
Wimple.
it. Yeah, I forget the name, but she has one of those. So she has this huge like hat, and then she has that thing that goes over the hair and not over the face. It just goes over the hair, and it's like sparkly and it's really pretty. And then this other outfit. So she did a good job with that. But yeah.
Yeah, they're saying Rihanna won the Met Ball, but Cardi B looks stunning.
She does,
I'm not
doesn't
kidding.
She, though?
Yes.
She does. She does. She did, yeah. You guys have to look at this stuff. It's just interesting stuff. But yeah, Cardi looks great.
For her being pregnant, it's an on-PA dress, perfect for that. See the baby bump, but it's not, it definitely accentuates it. That was a good choice for her. She says, oh, yeah.
That Cardi is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous what she has on.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the dress.
Hey, did you see Katy Perry? She looks like an angel, a gold angel, with the big giant wings. And she still has her blonde hair. Well, we're digressing.
It's great. Okay. That's why I didn't mean to digress, you guys, but I just had to let you know.
No, that was great.
That off.
Yeah, we're way off.
Yeah.
Off the deep
I mean,
end.
it wasn't much that went on to have like a long conversation about.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Good things happen.
Yeah. Listen, but it was great to see all the love that Chris got from so many people, and then even things like like I said, those channels showing his movies. So that's a lot. That shows how much love and respect he really gets, even with all the people acting a fool on social media. That's just all for show. That's what I think it means.
Oh, we might want to also just remind everybody about the $20 tickets. It's in tomorrow for Live Nation.
Oh, yeah.
$20 tickets for what?
For the concert. We posted
Where
it
is
a
it?
while
Where?
back. Anywhere. It's just that $20 tickets for the show. They're lawn, like lawn. But yeah, not like for front row or anything. But you wouldn't expect that. But it's still, it'll get you in there.
But for people who are tight with money, and it is in the summertime, sitting on the lawn seats, that's where a lot of action happens too. They could still get in for $20 plus a $3 service charge. That's still a little good cheap date night if you got tight funds for $25 a person in the summertime. That seems like a good deal.
It is.
Did we tweet about that?
Yeah, we did. We can do it again.
Yeah, we might want to just say that tomorrow's the last day, though.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a certain number of tickets. That's lawn seats, so there's plenty of those.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast tonight. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Courtesy.
Courtesy on your way out.
Thanks for joining us on this episode, and we hope you'll join us again at the Vanguard.